Let's move on to some tweets before I take your calls to end the show for today, right here at the Stephen A. Smith Show, fresh off vacation, by the way. Let's go to some tweets right now, okay? At Liam Bear 15 writes, hey, Stephen A., what is your favorite Pop-Tart flavor? Mine is brown sugar cinnamon. I like cherry. That's just me. I like cherry. Cherry is what works for me. Cherry works for me, okay? I like the cherry flavor, right? Strawberry, that works for me too. Those are really the only two. Pop-Tarts, I'm really not down for any other kind of flavor. That's just my style. Let's get to the next tweet, please. Let me see what else you got up here, right? At Dubs World, that's in WRLD 30, right? Stephen A., what are your favorite fast food places to eat of all time? You know, people talk about McDonald's and Burger King and all that other stuff. And that's true because I've eaten both. I like my double cheeseburgers from Burger King. I like my Big Macs or the cheeseburgers from McDonald's. McDonald's fries are a hell of a lot better than Burger King's fries. But my favorite, I can't help it, y'all, is White Castle. I love White Castle. Single cheeseburgers, double cheeseburgers, whatever. Their fries are pretty damn good itself. Now, I will admit, it's the greatest laxative I've ever tasted. Because when you eat some White Castle, your ass gonna go to the bathroom now. Make no mistake about it, you're gonna go to the bathroom. You're gonna go to the bathroom. And you're gonna let's just say some air out prior to that makes it clear you need to go to the bathroom. You understand what I'm saying? You're gonna pass gas. So you wanna make sure you ain't gotta go out on a date. You're gonna make sure you don't have to have no business meetings. You're gonna make sure you don't have to be around bosses or colleagues or anything like that. Because you eat some White Castle, one way or another, through the smell, they gonna know. Because it's got a laxative kind of effect on me personally. I can't speak for everybody, but I'll tell you about me. But boy, is it delicious. It's worth it. I gotta admit it. It's worth it. White Castle, it's that. No doubt about that. I'm sorry. That's just how I feel about it. Let's get to another tweet, please, right here. At Legion Hoops writes, Stephen A., #1 NBA draft picks of the last 5 years. Rank them 1 to 5. Zion Williamson, all right? Pablo Banchero, Victor Wembanyama, Cade Cunningham, and of course the Ant-Man himself, Anthony Edwards. Well, first of all, let me start at number 5. I'm gonna put Cade Cunningham at number 5. He can play, but he ain't one of those 4. And number 2, you know, they're the Detroit Pistons. This year, we all seen what we have seen. That's number 1. So we're gonna have to do that, okay? I'm gonna have to put Banchero at number 4, but I reserve the right to alter, because the list is fluid. The list is fluid, okay? I reserve the right to change my mind because Banchero is coming. Orlando Magic are a top 5 seed in the Eastern Conference. The brother can play. I got mad respect for him. We might change this, but at the moment, I got to put him at number 5. Number 4, I'm sorry. Victor Wembanyama is a rookie. He's 7'5". San Antonio ain't been winning games. So I know it's apropos to put him at number 3, but I'm not going to. You know who I'm gonna put at number 3? I'm gonna put Zion Williamson at number 3. The man-child that he is has missed too many games. Now, if I'm going by what we've seen over the last month to 6 weeks of Zion Williamson, he'd be number 1. But since that is an aberration, that is something that has come on as of late, I have to see if that is going to continue. And until that time, I have to look at Zion Williamson and I gotta put him at number 3. I gotta put him at number 3, okay? I'm gonna put Anthony Edwards at number 2. The brothers are Skywalker. There's no doubt about it. I love him. I'm a huge fan of his, okay? But I need him to work even more on his perimeter shooting. I think that's the one thing that could elevate him. I have to put Victor Wembanyama at number 1 because he's doing what he's doing as a rookie, and he's 7'5". So he's going to block shots. He's going to rebound. He's going to alter shots. He's going to elevate you defensively. And the brother's got a jump shot. He's got a handle. He can finish at the basket because he's so tall and he's real thin skinny. He's only going to get heavier. I have to look at Victor Wembanyama. The only reason I would pick him over Anthony Edwards is because you can't teach 7'5". But that's the only reason. That's the only reason. One more tweet to go right here. And it says, at Bucks Show Yo. Which, is this J Hodo? Is that what it is? Or Hodo, the J silent? Or Jodo, the H is silent. Okay. Which Jodo starter are you choosing, Stephen A? Chico Rita? Cyndaquil? Totodile? How do you pronounce that? Totodile? What the hell? What the hell are these names? I don't know the names of this, but I'm going to tell you this. Cyndaquil is where I'm going to go. Look like fire coming out of the backside. That means you're going to back up and stay the hell away from that thing. That's White Castle right there. That's White Castle. That's what I'm talking about. You see, that's somebody that ate some White Castle. So I'm going to go with that. But again, it's not a knot. I don't want anybody to think that it's a knot. All of us want to go to the toilet. All of us, it's very relieving, okay, to go to the toilet and let it all out. I'm not saying that negatively about White Castle. It's very helpful in that regard to me. And it's delicious. It's delicious. White Castle's the joint. I mean, I've been getting myself in better shape, so I don't eat that much of White Castle anymore. But God, I love it and I miss it so much. Just thinking about it makes me want to cry. Anyway, let me get on out of here for the day. Before I get on out of here, let me take some of your calls, all right? Calling us at 888-727-5303. That's 888-SAS-5303. Let's get to the calls before I get on out of here. Johnny in Gainesville, Florida. You're live with Stephen A. Talk to me.
Yo, Stephen A., what do you think about our Yankees sweeping the Astros?
It's nice, but it's early in the season. It's nice, but it's early in the season. It's nice to see them doing what they're doing. I'm relying on Soto and Judge and LeMahieu and these brothers. Let's see what they do. But ultimately, the Yankees have disappointed me on too many occasions over the last several years, and I need them to really shore things up. Garrett Cole is out at the beginning of the season. We'll see what he does. I'm not sure about their pitching staff as the season progresses, but they've been losing religiously in Houston. So to see them go on a road for a 4-game series and to sweep the Houston Astros, I love that. I'm very, very happy about that. I can't say enough. They can't start the season any better. I'll tell you that much. Appreciate the call, man. Let's go to Cornelius in Kalamazoo, Michigan. You're live with Stephen A. What's up? What's up, Cornelius? What's going on?
Hey, what's up, Stephen A? So this question is under the assumption that Dak is done after this season with the Cowboys. What do you think about Shedeur Sanders to the Cowboys?
I love his game. I just think he's too small. I think he's got to get bigger. I really do. I think to play the quarterback position, particularly on the NFL level, I think he's going to have to get bigger. I saw a lot of punishment he absorbed last year. He got gimpy as the season waned. Got to a point where Primetime felt he had to protect this young man, his son, at the quarterback spot because he didn't have the level of protection that was needed. And so I don't have any questions about his skill. I don't have any questions about his moxie, his courage under fire, per se. No pun intended for the movie, led by with Denzel Washington. But the bottom line is that you got to get more size playing that quarterback position on the National Football League level. Those are men that's going to be laying some wood on you. You can't be his size and survive but so long playing that position. I don't believe it. Thanks for the call. Anthony, last caller in New York. You're live with Stephen A. What's up, Anthony?
How's it going, Stephen A?
I'm all right. Yourself?
Good. So I'm in New York City going to the Mets game. What's your favorite restaurant in the city?
My favorite restaurant in the city, I got a couple of spots. I think they renamed it, but one of them was Mercer's Kitchen down in Tribeca. Wolfgang Puck's over there in the Tribeca area. I like that a lot. Red Eye Grill in New York City on 56th and 7th. I like that spot. There's the Porter Steakhouse inside the Time Warner Center. That's a nice spot as well, along with a club that's right next door to it. It's pretty fly as well. Asiata, inside the Mandarin Oriental. That's a nice one. It's a few of them. I just gave you a few, so you should not have any problems finding one of them. All of them are can't miss. All right?